Hey, this is Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, and this is SSGOSHIN4. Her figures are over 9,000!
Hey guys, this is SSGOSHIN4 here, back again with a new video, and today, another storage video for you. And here we have this little container of DBZ stuff. And yeah, I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, so without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, here is what's in this container. Let's start with the first thing here. This, as you can see here, is a Jack-specific Dragon Ball GT Kid Goku figure. The GT figures were always, a little bit better than the Z figures of Jack-specific, but they still look like kind of odd in their faces in my opinion. Especially the Super Saiyan 4 figures, they look freaking weird, but here's the Kid Goku. Okay, and here is one of the Ultimate Figure Series figures by Jack-specific as well. And these were always really cool. They definitely look different than like your standard Dragon Ball figure, and they have a lot of articulation. So I have a couple of these, but do you guys remember these? These were pretty neat, in my opinion. Okay, next thing that we got here is one of the Saga Continues Bandai Energy Blasting Goku. Ta-da! Super Saiyan Goku that looks so weird in my opinion. I know that Irwin Toy released their own as well of these in like their purple packaging, but this is the Bandai version. It's basically the same thing, just the packaging. And that Goku though, look at his forehead. I always thought his forehead was so strange. But these were some of the first Dragon Ball figures I ever got, the Irwin Toy versions. Next up here we have a Super Battle Collection Bandai Super Baby Vegeta Ultimate version. Yeah, the Super Battle Collection figures were definitely my childhood. They're one of my favorite figure series of all time. I know they're just kind of standard figures, but still, they were pretty awesome, and they were like one of my favorites. Definitely like my top as a kid. So I used to get these at freaking like those animation stores and stuff, like in the mall. Like I used to freak out for these. So love these. They are definitely my childhood. Next up we got this really strange packaging and also interesting I guess sculpting, of Pan, Trunks, Goku, and Giru. It's just a set of these four, and I think they're just unlicensed. I believe they're like European. I don't know too much about these, but I've seen them float around before. You can see the packaging in the back, and it doesn't have any like toy company or anything like that. So I mean, these are like some kind of like strange bootlegs, but like I really think they're cool. Like they have definitely an interesting mold sculpting to them. Like look at that, they're just in these poses and they don't move, they're not articulated. So I always thought these were really interesting, and I think these are kind of rare too. Alright, next up we have a Master Roshi Irwin Toy figure, and this one's actually signed by Mike McFarland, and it actually says women. Look how he signed it saying women on it, pointing to Roshi. How hilarious. And they had two versions of this Roshi, with the black outfit and this one's with the orange. I believe the orange one is like a KB Toy exclusive or something like that. But yeah, that's where I used to see these on KB Toys with the orange jacket. So I thought it was pretty cool that I got Mike McFarland to sign it for me. So that's neat, and I love that he put women. Alright, next up we got Krillin with hair. This one is the Irwin Toy Krillin with the card there. These were like the better Irwin Toy figures, as you can see here. They have a really rare version of this Krillin with white colored eyes. And I actually do own that one, just loose, not in package, but I remember the listing went up to like $35 until like I won it for that much, because people know it's rare. But this is a standard version. Okay, here's a combat set for the Super Guerriers figures, AB Toys. These are obviously French figures. And I always like this 2-pack set because they're like really different. I mean, you don't really see like combat sets like this, like an action with Janemba. I really like these, and these are actually quite rare, to be honest. They go for a lot. Okay, here's another AB Toy Super Guerrier figure, and this one's of Great Saiyan Woman, or Great Saiyaman 2, whatever you want to call her, but it's Videl in the costume. And this one was actually very sought after, very rare. And I have one loose. This one's actually a mint on card one, which I am happy to have. And really neat because when do you ever see a Great Saiyan woman figure, like a 5-inch, 6-inch figure? Like, you don't see that often. Actually, you don't see that at all. There's like the only one. So I think this is really, really, really neat one. I love it so much. Next here is a Super Battle Collection Majin Buu. It says here, but it's Kid Buu. And love them. I love these figures, like I said earlier. And I don't know, something about this Kid Buu I adore. Like, I think he looks really accurate in my opinion. Like, I just love this one. It's one of my favorites. And here's an empty box of this is actually the newer Super Battle Collection figures, the re-release versions, the one that come like in different color schemes, you know, with like extra shading to them. Yeah, this one's actually just a box. I have this figure displayed somewhere in my room, so that's why it's just a box here. And yet another one. This one's of Oob, and this one is just like the other box, the re-release version, the updated version, and this one's also displayed somewhere in my room. I don't like the Oob one. His muscles are like outlined in black in that version. It's like really weird. Okay, this one right here is an Irwin toy, Yajirobe with Korin. Yes, the packaging is all yellowed. It's an old figure, as you can tell. I guess it wasn't stored in the best conditions, but I believe I got it yellowed like that. It was really cheap. But as you can see here, it's actually signed by Mike McFarlane, the voice of Yajirobe, and he put "Feed me." How hilarious. He was definitely fun. He was really nice. Nice dude. Next up, we got a Super Saiyan Gohan Irwin toy with the black outfit, which I really like. And this is around, of course, the Majin Buu saga. And this one is signed by Kyle Hibera, the voice of Gohan, Adult Gohan, which is really neat. As you can tell, I've met many DBZ voice actors, and they're all pretty awesome. Next figure here is a Beckett exclusive Super Saiyan Majin Vegeta, but with like the gold bronze kind of looking hair. Pretty neat. I have quite a few exclusive figures like this. This is Irwin toy. And obviously I paid 15 bucks for it because this is the price on there. Next up is a Bandai America Dragon Ball Z Flash Changer figure. This one is of Goku with Super Saiyan Goku. And basically they just like kind of, it's like does some kind of action where he switches up to Super Saiyan. It's kind of like a lame gimmick, but I do remember when these came out in like, what, 2008 or 9. They were at like Walmarts and stuff, so I remember they all ended up going on clearance, like a lot of them, so I picked up a lot of them because of that. Okay, so this is the Volume 0 Perfect Version Son Goku. The reason why there's only parts in there and different heads is because I have like many of these, to be honest. I have like 3 different boxes of these that I used for parts so I can like make a custom figure with it. So that's why like the figure itself is missing. Okay guys, and here's another AB toy figure. This one's of Hirudegarn or Hildegarn. And yeah, I love this one because, I mean, when do you ever see a 6-inch, 5-inch figure of him? Never. You don't see any figures of him. So it was really random and neat that AB Toy decided to make a figure of him. And it's definitely a rare find, especially mint on card like this. Next up here is a Jack-specific Dragon Ball GT Super Saiyan Trunks figure with a blasting action. And I really dislike this one. Look at Trunks' face. His head is way too big for his body. Like, he looks ridiculous. Like, I really dislike this freaking figure. Alright, here we got the box for the Ultimate Gohan or Mystic Gohan figure. Super Battle Collection. And let me tell you, this one's one of my top favorite Super Battle Collection figures there is in my room somewhere. And here we have the box for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And this one I don't really like too much because, like, I don't know why, but they made his skin like really yellow for the figure. I don't know why they did that, but that's why I don't really like the figure too much. It's in my room, obviously, that's why the box is just here. Okay, we're almost done here now. This one's a Jack-specific Trilogy TN figure. It's from the Trilogy series, as you can see here, and it's also signed by Chris Kaysen, which was one of the older voice actors for TN. I know the current voice is John Bergmeyer, but I never got to meet him, so Chris Kaysen was at one of the cons and I got him to sign this TN. We are almost at the end here, and this is a Jack-specific Bojack Unbound figure, and this is of Bojack. It says Powered Up BoJack. So this one comes with a card. I thought it was pretty cool that Jakks Pacific did come out with BoJack figures, because I mean, we barely see any as there is. I don't really know of any other ones, to be honest. Next up is a movie collection. Super Saiyan Goku. Always really liked the movie collection figures. I don't know, they were neat. They were definitely a different kind of interpretation of Dragon Ball Z characters, as you can see here. Like, they were really, really neat and pretty detailed. And the last one that we have in this container is the Super Saiyan Broly movie collection figure. And these were always really rare. They always went for so much on eBay. So I was really happy to get my hands on one of these. They really usually cost a lot every time I see them on eBay. Alright guys, that was this episode of my storage collection. Hope you enjoyed this box. There's a lot of really cool stuff in this one, so I'm sure you guys did. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and until my next one guys, peace.